Yeah.
Wow.
And what are these called?
They're wear bars.
Wear bars?
Yes, wear bars.
I learn something every day. So our wear bars are gone.
Long gone. Yes, you're down in the courts.
Long down.
That is so crazy.
Wow, that's what. So
That is the cores.
Yeah, part of it is. Yeah.
because we usually go around and we check, and I've never noticed, like from our last
It's
trip.
on the inside, you never see it.
Yeah,
unless
that's
you're actually
true.
looking for it specifically.
Now
Yeah.
we can go off-roading.
So, this right here is a Band-Aid. These are just putting new shoes on an existing problem. But maybe there's a lobster along the way that we can.
I don't know about lobsters yet. I mean, I'm really excited. I love lobster bisque and stuff, but for me, like them cooking them alive in front of me, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not eating it. That's not happening. That's all her.
I'm just wondering why they have to do it alive.
Well, how else are you going to eat the lobster? On your menu, it says lobster. Yes, I would love to have one. You just don't want the reaching into the aquarium, pulling it out, and
No.
that is called fresh. That's like going to the south and getting a peach and a pecan right off the tree. You go to the north and you just reach your hand right into the Atlantic, grab a lobster, put it on a roll, and head home. I mean, that's what they do. You got a mosquito bite.
I'm allergic to it.
You're allergic to Maine. Don't worry. I've got them too. I got one right there. You see that one?
Okay, I think you're allergic to
See that big one?
That's not,
So I got one on my arm and you got one on your eye. Just think of them as presents.
I'm right here too.
They're just presents that we get to take with us.
Except they're bad presents.
They're amazing presents. So this morning we woke up and we had a series of unfortunate events that I want to talk to you guys about. The first one was we wanted to set up the poop hose here and get it all set up for our stay. The first thing we quickly realized was that there was a long way to get from the outflow to where we actually dump. So I'm actually using 3 different poop hoses fixed together to get there, and a very elaborate way of using more than just the gradual plastic ramp that we have. We're using gutters and everything we have to keep it level, keep it straight, and get it all the way to the end. So the first question to you is, what do you use? What are different types of things that you guys have experienced that can help when you have such a long poop hose area to get to where you're trying to go? I know I've seen all kinds of things from cinder blocks to rain gutters. We're actually using plastic rain gutters because it's really cheap. We're using the spare, you can see here, the different spare spacers that we have. Everything just to keep it level, to keep it right, and to keep it as far as we can go. So let us know what you guys have. The second is pretty much a much bigger event. We noticed that the tires on the inside of the aft axle are bald on both sides. So half the tire has great tread, the other half is as bald as it can be, so much that we can't go anywhere.
What are you doing out here?
So the inside of both tires are bald.
What do you mean?
We'll take a look.
Bald?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Well, it's been happening for quite a while. I don't know if it's within the last couple states, but let's just say it didn't happen overnight. So I know that last time we checked it, it was probably Connecticut. So between Connecticut and Maine.
What? That fast? That's so crazy. So what are we gonna do about that?
Well, we're gonna start calling around to try to find out if we can get someone to take the rig, and then the second thing is to make sure that whoever takes the rig actually has the part to fix it. So
do you think it's the axle? There's something wrong with the axle?
it could be either a bent axle or a bad bearing.
Oh, what's a bearing?
You'll find out when I take the tire off.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we're gonna have to take the tire off ourselves.
So we have to buy new tires?
We have to buy 2 new tires to get out of here. So when I say we, I actually mean the professional here. She is phenomenal at calling around and, you know, getting everyone happy, getting them in the spirit of things. We would love to help you. Usually when I call, it's like, no. No, there's no.
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 You're too funny. But yeah, that's so crazy. I don't know if it's happened to you before, but it's like the tires have worn in the back axle on the inside. So that it's like they're scraping something. And I think I've read something on the Jayco group on Facebook that it was happening to people and they had to have their axles replaced.
Well,
But I think
we need to get on the Jayco group and kind of ask some questions. Say, hey guys,
yeah.
this is what we're experiencing. You know, I guess when it comes to changing an axle, we have 0 experience with that. The first thing I would say is hopefully it's not an axle. The second thing is if there's any kind of warranty out there of any kind, I think that would be warranted to say, hey, maybe we have some kind of help because axles aren't cheap. And neither is the maintenance to fix it. So I think we have a lot to figure out right now. But this just goes back to doing your, you know, I would say your pre-flight. Doing your walk around, making sure you guys are looking at the rig. We did not add this to our checklist to check the tire depth. I think this is just something you do over time. You don't have to do it every single time that you set up and leave a park. But definitely as we were setting up this morning, doing these poop hoses, we definitely saw it. So now that we know it, they're way too bald to be driving on safely. So we're gonna have to change them.
Lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, this could have popped. I mean, they're all the way down to the tire. All the tread is gone.
Yeah, they don't look good. They don't look healthy.
Oh my gosh.
We need to.
And all those bumps.
Well, technically, it's only half the tire, so the other half's still good.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
Can we just flip them over?
Yeah. Just flip those bad boys around and hit the road.
I don't think so.
We got places to go.
Oh my gosh. We're definitely not going to Alaska with this.
Well, we're in Maine.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would trust brand new tires going from Maine to Alaska, but yeah. So, guys, we have no idea what this is, what happened, or how to fix it. So we're going to take you along the way.
That is pretty bad. And the weird part is the front 2 are perfectly fine. Like there's nothing wrong with the front 2 tires, but the back 2 tires, it's like it's all shaved off in the back.
Front axle good, back axle bad.
Yeah, well, I looked at it and it didn't look bent, just a regular curve that it has, but it looks exactly like the other axle, so I can't see it bent.
Well, you got to remember we're very much rear heavy.
Yeah.
So this may be putting uneven load on the back axle because we're so far, we have so much real estate past the aft axle that there may be an uneven load. We don't know. We gotta look at that.
Because of the couch, you mean?
Because of everything.
I don't know, but
so yeah.
We'll have it checked out. I'm gonna find an appointment.
Maybe a washer and dryer in the front of the rig will balance it out.
Ha ha ha.
See what I did there? Just trying to help out.
You're hilarious.
We have our resident RV inspector underneath the rig. She is inspecting the quality of all things maintenance involved. We're going to wait for her evaluation and we will get right back to you.
I have no idea what it's supposed to look like, but it looks pretty good.
I cannot wait to see what this report says. So today is definitely one of those days where you just shake your head. You have a plan. We're going to go explore Maine. We're going to go find a lighthouse. You go to set up some of your duties around the rig and find out that you got a much bigger problem than you expected. I think this happens all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone runs into those experiences. So for us, since there's really nothing we can do except, wait till tomorrow, let the stores open, start calling around to see how we can begin to solve this problem. I think right now we're going to go enjoy some Maine.
Oh, I can't wait.
Moved a few times, but ended up in Nashville. Tried to settle my restless soul. Got a job that felt like forever when I met you. You made me happy, we danced through the night. Life was music and I was your wife. Time flies and the years went by, still I tried. Oh, sweet memories of a town I loved, but oh, changed when you left. I keep on asking myself in my mind, were you the one that got away? Went for the dream.
So the biggest thing for us right now is, one, to try to find some place that will do the service, diagnostic, and repair. And two, find a campground close to that place that does it. Because if you think about it, we don't want to take the rig to a place to do a diagnostic and then them say, well, we don't have an axle, or we don't have tires, or we don't have bearings, or we don't have anything. We've run into that a couple times where you call them up and they say, oh, we can troubleshoot it for you, but we can't fix it. So right now here in Maine, we're going to replace the tires as a Band-Aid fix, get on the road, and then somewhere between Maine and Michigan, find a place to drop it off and do the actual long-term fix. So we found a park near a Camping World. So that's, 2 checks right there.
Yeah.
Now we're going to figure out if, one, the campground has availability, and two, if the actual Camping World has the parts.
Yeah.
So my question is, how far out do you have an appointment to do the diagnostic on the axle, what might be causing this wear? And if it is the axle, would you have it there or would it have to be ordered? Because we're full-timers and we travel all the time. So I'm trying to schedule it in a little bit in advance. So you'll have to order it from the manufacturer. Is that a normal procedure? Or if it's the bearings and that's you're replacing, can we get the unit that day back? Because that's our house. He thinks it's probably just the bearings. He said the worst case scenario, it's a bent axle, but the way I'm talking about it, and since we're going on highways and interstates and we don't off-road, he said it's most likely just a bad bearing. But yeah, so now that we know we have an appointment, which is great, I can see if the RV park has availability. Yay, reservations! My favorite topic.
So keep those things in mind as you guys go for repair, because it's so easy and quick for them to get you in, or you might have to schedule it and it will take 3 months to get in.
Yeah.
And then you find out that they don't have the parts.
Yep.
So these are all factors that help you guys try to figure out how to align everything right as you're traveling.
Yeah. And we just had I don't know if it had anything to do with it, we had our bearings stuffed with stuff. What do you call
Bearings
it?
stuffed.
Greased or something.
Excuse me, I'd like to bring my rig in. I want to stuff my bearings.
But yeah, so we had that done. And so they are all greased up or whatever.
They're greased and good to go. They're glazed.
And now they're wearing down, so we don't know if it's something because we have been on those really rough roads in the north.
I tell you what, it really makes you think about taking rigs this big in and around the country.
Yeah.
As soon as you start hitting rough roads, you find out real quick how easy it is to bend an axle. Some of these roads are just they're unkept.
Yes.
It's phenomenal. Drive slow, take it easy. Everyone else can go around you. You're the only one paying for bent axles.
Yeah, and we've just been going park to park. So as you know from previously, we talked about it. We don't boondock, so we don't go with a rig on off-roading or, you know, where it could be rough and the axle could bend. This is just from highways, interstates.
These are highways and interstates.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Northeast.
So we finally got our tires in. It's Friday and we're leaving on Monday. So we're gonna put in the slides, and Lee's gonna put up the struts in the back with stabilizers so we can take the tires off, and we're gonna take them to the RV repair shop just to get them changed out, and we're gonna put them back on ourselves. So it sounds really simple, and it should be, I hope. But we got up extra early just to give us some extra time if we have any kind of hiccups trying to get those tires off. So wish us luck.
Do you ever have the feeling of, please let this work?
I know, every time. I'm like, I hope it's gonna do it. But so far they haven't disappointed.
All right, now we have access to the tires. We don't have any obstructions. I'm not gonna be banging my head. So aft tires, these are the ones coming off. It's gonna be a job. So you can't talk about tools without coffee in hand. On a freezing day in Maine. We have our jackets on. It was not like this the entire week. All of a sudden, you're around the corner and it's like, whew,
Yeah.
where did that come from?
It is also early. Usually we're not quite outside that early.
The sunrise is very early in Maine.
Oh yeah.
Our appointment is at 8 a.m. So we have an hour and a half to get these tires off and loaded up and get the kids up, and it's exhausting.
Yeah.
You think something so easy is just, it'd be quick, but it's not.
Nothing is quick with children.
We're RVers. There's no rush.
That's true.
All right.
Made it to the car.
All right, so both tires off, loaded in the back, and we are ready to go. We're on schedule.
What time is it?
This never happens.
Oh wow!
We have 15 minutes to go 2 minutes across the street.
Oh, thank goodness.
So wait, we have time to relax.
Well, you know what? It's so hard to stay on schedule because everybody is so friendly and we want to talk, and you know, we have so much to tell each other. You know, you take your tires off and everybody's coming out of their rigs like, are you okay? Do you need any help?
I see a conversation happening.
Yes.
What's going on, neighbor?
That's the best part about RV.
We love it.
We love it so much.
Of our entire taking the tires off, loading them up, and getting ready to leave, I would say a good 40% was just talking to neighbors and having a great time.
I know, it's so awesome. So now we're gonna have coffee while we
build that into your schedule.
Yes, always.
Well, it's gonna take me 15 minutes to do the job and an hour and a half to talk. So 2 hours. Love it. So yeah, we're gonna go across the street and I guess we should have verified that they actually have the tires.
I did. Thank you.
In the RV community, everyone's amazing, but when you take it in for repairs, it's like a 50-50.
Yeah.
They say they have it, but do they really?
Oh my gosh, yes. That's so crazy. Oh yeah, you sure you have all the parts that we need? Oh yeah, it's all here. We've been having it for 6 months. You get there, oh, well, I guess they used it on another rig. Excuse me?
Well, we have shades, but not your style shades. Yeah, we have flooring, but not your pattern of flooring.
Yes.
We have tires, but did you say G-rated or E-rated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they give us better
I'll take
ones,
the G.
we'll take them.
We'll take the G.
Yeah.
All right.
Now first we have to stop by the trash. Don't forget the trash this time.
Again. Oh, you act like you're in Maine.
It's cold.
In real life.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
I said to myself,
When this tread gets to this, the tire's done according to the manufacturer.
really?
Yes.
I did not even know that.
Yes.
So
that
we
little-
got super lucky.
Yes, you did.
So we not only went past that, we shaved it down.
Yes, you did.
Wow.
Look at the
See,
difference.
this one, there's one there and one there.
I see 'em.
Wow.
And what are these called?
They're wear bars.
Wear bars?
Yes, wear bars.
I learn something every day. So our wear bars are gone.
Long gone. Yes, you're down in the courts.
Long down.
That is so crazy.
Wow, that's what.
That is the cords.
Yeah, part of it is. Yeah.
Because we usually go around and we check, and I've never noticed, like from our last
It's
trip.
on the inside, you never see it.
Yeah,
unless
that's
you're actually
true.
looking for it specifically.
Yeah, and he was setting up the sewer hoses and stuff, and that's when he realized it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it could have done it for a while now.
Look at the difference.
Yeah. Now
Yeah,
we can go
so-
off-roading.
This right here is a Band-Aid. These are just putting new shoes on an existing problem. But
Around here, you don't have places and service centers to fix these things.
No.
It's one of
No.
the biggest complaints right in this area.
is it really?
Yeah. There is no RV place down here. None.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
The largest
wow.
areas for tourists.
Yep.
Acadia National Park.
Hey,
There's
we're-
not one RV area, service center in this area.
I'll tell you what, where there's
Yeah.
demand. We're RVers and we have issues. So
And you're actually, Brooks lucky that we found the tires.
really,
Yes.
I'll tell you what,
Really?
count your blessings when you got them.
Got that right.
So we just got done with Coastal Car Care here in Ellsworth, Maine. Fantastic. The guys were professional. The guys were on point. It was an amazing trip. Big shout out to Sean. Thank you so much for your help. It was invaluable. Getting those tires off and on super quick and easy, and we're back on the road again. So
Yes.
big appreciation.
Yep. Now we're gonna put the tires on, level out the rig, put the slides out, and we're good to go.
That's exhausting. That's just a
know.
lot of work. I think I'm the one that's going to be doing this.
I'll be sipping my coffee while I watch you.
I think this is an education moment, a learning experience for the whole family.
Oh yes, totally not.
All right, let's get started.
I don't think the dogs are happy with us.
Good boys. Good boys.
Hey, Rocky Tippet.
Did you guys miss us? We were putting new shoes on the RV. Just put them, good boys. All right, stay. Stay. All right.
Did you get it on?
Yep.
Now you gotta use your awesome tool to.
Now I gotta put one on so it'll hold it for now. I'm gonna get the other one on just to make things better. All right. That's not going anywhere.
Well, good that you're not wearing flip-flops.
Man, this is a perfect opportunity. I should have had my flip-flops. Don't wear flip-flops. Trust me, don't wear them. All right. We're not going to take you through the entire process of putting this back together, but we are going to say These are new tires, but we haven't fixed the problem. So more to follow on that. We're going to be on the road. We're going to be heading towards all through the north, New York, Pennsylvania, Vermont, New Hampshire, all the way up through Michigan, and headed out towards North Dakota. So we're going straight across the top. This right here is just a temporary band-aid until we find out exactly what's happening with the rig. Maybe it's a bent axle, maybe it's bearings, we don't know. We have an appointment in Michigan or Minnesota?
Michigan.
Michigan? We have to get
On
from
the
here to
18th.
Michigan.
Yeah, in June.
That's just how far out you got to schedule,
Yeah.
you know, your trip. So
Yeah.
So anyway, we can't use the old tires. We got the new tires, Band-Aid, we're gonna hit the road. All right, so we just left the RV park. We're still in Maine. We're about 50 miles on our journey, and this is the perfect time to pull over and re-torque all of the bolts that we put on. So I torqued them to 150 foot-pounds of torque. We hit the road about 50 miles to 100 miles. You want to go back and re-torque them all. So the only difference from last time to this time is I actually got a 6-inch extension, half-inch, to go on this, because last time I just had the deep well socket. Now I've got the actual extension, because what was happening is I was bottoming right up against the tire. So deep well socket worked, but having a little bit more room kind of clears the fender and everything else. So you can tell right there, it went about a quarter turn. So that's exactly why you go back and re-torque them, re-verify.
Oh, wow.
You can see right there.
Yeah.
See? And a lot of people skip that step or miss it. I just want to make sure that we show you guys that it definitely does happen. So.
Wow.
All right, last one. All right, so probably 90% of them were off. We went ahead and retorqued it. This is set at 150 foot-pounds of torque. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the other side. Check that one, it's probably gonna be the same. Important tip, once you replace your tires, 50 to 100 miles, go back and retorque them. Tips for the road, guys.
Oh yeah, and check the pressure, because where we went, they overloaded one of them a little bit.
Yeah, actually, it's a great point. So we came out here and I looked, the TST tire pressure monitor system, when we hit the road, I looked and saw the left one, both brand new, the left one was at 76 PSI, not 80, and the right one, this one right here, was at 91 PSI, and they both should be at 80. But for right now, one was under, one was over, so we're gonna remedy that situation, let air out of this one, get it back to around what it needs to be, and put a little bit more in that one. Balance it all out, make sure it's all right for tire pressure, and then re-torque them, and then hit the road. Headed to New York, slowly. So I quickly realized that in New Hampshire, on the interstates, there's no truck stops. Quickly realized that. We looked at our Gas Buddy app, we looked at Truck Map, we looked at half a dozen different apps trying to find a truck stop anywhere on our route in New Hampshire, and we couldn't find one. And then we started looking, we said, where are the truck stops at? found out that all the trucks are routed through truck routes, not on the interstate. We were just like, what? So we had to go probably about 15 miles off the interstate to find an Irving here to fill up. And now we got to go 15 miles back. And I was just, you know, of all the states you travel through, every state has their own unique way of doing things. And it's kind of, you know, it's kind of exciting to find that out. We know that for next time. Make sure you stick to the truck routes. Takes a little bit longer, but that's where the gas is. Yeah, I think everywhere else we looked was just a regular gas station. So, Pam's over here.
I gotta go in the truck real quick.
You were in the truck.
No, I mean in the RV. It's been a long day already.
Well, there's no one behind us, and we're the only one here.
Okay.
So,
I'll be right back.
take your time.
Yes.
This right here, this front cap, going through the north, I'm already anticipating that we need to find real solutions to protect the front cap. Everyone talks about wax, talks about all kinds of different things, Rain-X. I think I'm gonna get a bottle of Rain-X and just douse the entire front cap of the rig as we go in through Michigan and Minnesota. We've never done it. I'm forecasting that we're gonna have kind of like the Florida love bug approach to this front cap. We're gonna get where we're going, look up and go, you gotta be kidding me. So if you guys have any pointers, tips, or tricks to keeping the front cap protected from the bugs where we can just wipe it off when we get where we're going, let us know, put in the comments below. We haven't traveled through Florida in the love bug season in such a long time that you kind of forget about how many you just attack, you know, the rig as you're going through. So again, if you guys have pointers, put them in the comments. We'd love to find out, you know, different tricks that actually work. There's plenty of tricks out there. We're looking for the ones that actually work for no matter what. And I'm thinking it's Rain-X. So that's what we're gonna try.